Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be working with this die cut from Lawn Fawn. It's called their Tiny Gift Box. And then I'm also going to be using this piece of paper from Doodlebug. This is their Milk and Cookies collection. And I'm going to create with these a little advent calendar. So I'm also using these different cardstocks from MFT, the Sour Apple, Gumdrop Green, Dill Pickle, Pink Lemonade, Cotton Candy, Wild Cherry, Snow Cone, and Blue Raspberry. So here I'm going to show you really quickly, if you're careful with the way that you die cut this, you can get 3 out of each 8.5 by 11 sheet. So I trimmed the sheet down at 6 inches. And from that 6-inch sheet, if you twist the die, you can cut that out twice. In there I'm just showing you there's a lot of tiny little extras that come in with this die cut, and you can squeeze all those in around the boxes that you cut out. So here I'm going to cut out the third one, and then I'm going to pause the camera and cut out a whole bunch more of them. And before I put my die cutting machine away, I'm just going to use some excess of this red, and I'm going to cut out the pieces so that I can create a bow for the very top of my calendar. Here I'm going to show you how easily this box goes together. So right now I'm just going along and scoring on all of the score lines. Here I'm going to use some 1/8 inch score tape, and I'm just going to place that along the 4 tabs on the side of the box. So I've peeled away all of the backings here, and then I'm going to just slowly fold the box together. And what I do is just take one corner at a time, line those up with the tabs, and there you've got your completed box. So I'm going to show you that one more time with one of the pink boxes. Again, I'm just going through and scoring on all of the score lines. Then I'm going to add some score tape to just the 4 on the long side of the die. I'll peel off all the backing, and then I'll just attach one corner at a time, making sure to line up those seams really nicely. And now I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and make a bunch more of these boxes. So now that all my boxes are put together, I'm going to trim apart this page, and I'm going to use one of these squares on each of the 25 boxes. So I'm just trimming around there so I can get tiny little individual squares out of this page. I've lined my boxes up to create sort of a tree shape, just sort of intermix the colors and move those around until I got something that I liked. Here I'm just going to go ahead and lay out all of these decorations for the front. Then I'm going to slide that off to the side, and here I'm working with some 1/2-inch score tape. So I'm just going to put a little stripe of that on the back of each of these and place it on the top of the box. Once I've got all those attached, I'm going to create this bow to go on the very top box. So this is a little tricky. It's very small. You don't want to bend the curve of this bow. You want to sort of just try to bend it around your finger so you don't get any fold lines in it. I did still end up getting a few in mine just because it is so tiny. So I'm using some score tape there in the center, and you're just going to fold with the tab part down. You're going to fold the ends of the bow in to meet. And then the bottom tab part is going to wrap around there. So here I'm using that same pokey tool that I use to get things when they're stuck out of my die cuts, and I'm just going to try and round those as much as I can. So I ended up then, when I folded around that tab, I had tried to use some score tape, but because this is so tiny, I ended up just using a glue dot. It worked a lot better. Just to make sure it was nice and secure. And then I just sort of, as I'm making this, keep going back to that tool and making sure that the ties of my bow are really nice and round. Then I'm going to use one more glue dot, and I will attach the bottom portion of the bow. And then I'll grab one more glue dot and place it on top of the box. And I will have a close-up of this on my blog so you can see what the bow looks like. And that is going to complete my Christmas tree Advent tower. You can find additional photos as well as a full list of supplies at my blog post listed in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.